as you can. So I'm going to kind of slightly bend my right leg because that's level in the slant of this. And I want you to roll around your feet, drawing your shoulder blades back. Draw them down towards the earth and start to roll. Take that deeper breath in and out. Try to think of opening the heart. Shoulders down and back, and let that breath flow. Feel the connection of your feet. Back to the heels of your feet, to the toes, to the sides of your feet. Feel every connection and try to close your eyes with this energy so you can have more of awareness of where you're at in your body, all the way around. And then if you can, go ahead and lift up on your toes, but keep your eyes closed. Try to grip deep into the shins. Try to feel your thighs, your calves. Eyes, if you need to open your eyes, please do. Gaze down towards the earth. And then if you can, rock back to your heels and see if you can lift your toes off. Just acknowledge your body and find that balance deep within with your eyes closed. If you need to open them, please do. Again, let's come up to our toes all the way up. Keeping your eyes closed or open them up slightly. Find your gaze inside. Find your internal balance. Can you grip those calves, those shins? And then walk back to your heels, lifting your toes up. And then can you sway to your right leg, bending it? And can you sway to your left leg? Open your legs just a little wider than your hips as you push down into your shins. And let's go to the other side. Feel the connection of the shin, the foot. I really push down and I'm really keeping the eyes closed and feeling the energy moving to the foot. Just side to side. Now we're going to just relax and start to swing those arms. Just let them swing. Let them connect into your kidneys. Awaken your internal organs. Let it go. Take that breath long and deep. Then we're going to open our arms way out wide. Just bring them back. Open the chest, stretch. Open the heart. Can you pull the scapula together? Literally pull it as the heart comes up, bringing your focus and your awareness back to your breath. Now I'm just going to take my arms and sway them up and plant my hand right into where the chest and the armpit meet. It's a lymphatic gland. Swing, swing. Let that energy plop, plop, plop. Connect into those glands. Let them open. Let them open. I forgot to turn the speakers off for them. And then take a nice deep breath in. Lift all the way up. As you exhale, we're going to come out with those arms and interlock. Bring your feet back together, level with your hips. Draw those hands together. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Squeeze the scapula. Let your chest rise. Find the power in the shoulders as they squeeze deeper and stronger together. Pull those arms away from the hips as far as you can. Let your breath flow. Now we're going to bend our knees and push down into the heels of your feet. Swing your hands up and breathe. All the way up to the sky. Make sure all that weight is into the heel of your foot. Open the heart, the chest, and breathe. Let that breath flow long and deep. Then open the hands. Roll down to your thighs, which are bent. Just bend them. Now lift your chest up on the breath. Keep your knees bent. Now we're going to bring our hands just to our right leg and stretch just the left leg out. And switch. Hands on the left leg. Stretch just the right leg out. Let's do that again. Bend those knees. Hands on the right leg. Can you drop your body maybe just a little deeper towards the earth as you stretch out the left leg? Bend both knees. Bring both hands to the left leg as you stretch out just the right leg. Dropping your body maybe just a little deeper towards the earth. Bending both legs. Plant your hands. Round your body. Can you just round your back? Tuck the chin deeper to your chest and try to feel the spine lifting up to the sky. If you still need your hands on your shins or your thighs, please do. But try to round that back. Keep your knees bent. And then bend those knees and scoop the belly. Roll the spine up, one disc at a time. Pull your belly deep to your spine. Squeeze the energy up through the shoulders. Pull them back. Exaggerate it. Lift up to the ears. Pull back to the shoulder scapula. Exaggerate that energy up above. Let that breath flow. Now take your right hand. We're going to bring it all the way and capture the left arm, the left wrist. Pull your head down. Roll your head to the right ear, to the right shoulder. With that right hand capturing the left arm, I want you to pull that arm down deeper. So I have it, and I pull it down, elongating the whole left side of my neck. Your knees can be bent slightly, you can relax. Take time to notice the neck, from the shoulder to the ear. And once you establish your energy, take your energy back to your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And roll your head down. Now bring your hands out to the sides and lift them up. Look up, breathe in. Exhale, come back out. Pull those arms back, opening up the chest, breathe. And then relax. The left hand is going to come behind your back, capturing the right wrist. I pull that right wrist down and I roll my chin down to my chest. I bring my left ear clear over to my left shoulder as I pull the shoulder down to the earth. Again, take your time, bring awareness to the neck. Let that breath flow long and deep. Let go, lift those hands right back up, breathe in. Exhale, come down, shake those shoulders, just shake your body. And we're gonna go ahead and kneel down into the earth on our knees. For some of you that are joining me and you have knee issues, you can take your blanket, roll it up, stick it under your shin like this, so it gets your kneecap off the earth. You have that choice. Otherwise, just go ahead and kneel down. We're going to stay here for a moment, just rolling our shoulders. Let them move back and forth. Let them move. You're going to take your right hand and bring it across the body. Reach underneath, capture it, drop the shoulder, pull as far to the left as you can. I'm going to look over my right shoulder, all the way over that right shoulder. Keep dropping the shoulder down towards the chest. And then the same arm, I'm going to take and reach it clear over to the left side of my mat or the left side of my body. I'm going to use my right hand as a lever and let my head rest in the crook of my left shoulder. And I'm going to imagine my ribs and my armpit pressing towards the earth as my right arm lifts to the sky. Can you keep your hips a little bit high and drop those ribs deeper? Now use that left hand to push into those ribs and into that armpit. Let your energy and your focus come back to the breath. And then roll the spine up slowly, all the way up. Take your left foot off to the side with the toe and the foot facing straight ahead. We're going to take that same right hand up and over the body. I'm going to reach up and capture it and pull up higher and lean over to the left side, trying to keep the arm behind the ear. Now as I release, I'm going to come up, open the chest, come forward to my elbows, keeping my leg as straight as I can. I'm going to drop down into my elbows and exaggerate the lift of my sacrum as though string is pulling my sacrum up. I tilt my pelvic bone down and I lift my tailbone up. I really want to feel the pull of that inner thigh as I lift that hip higher. Pulling up. Let your breath flow long and deep. And then slowly come up to your hands. Walk your right hand off to the side. We're going to lift that left hand up to the sky, all the way up. Now I can keep my right leg on the earth, or I can extend my right leg out. You have that choice. Make the choice that feels better for your body. And let's say you don't like it in your wrist and your wrists are feeling uncomfortable. Come down to your elbow, lift your hips up, and find this position. You can do it here. I can even extend my leg out here on my elbow, or I can come up to my hand. Please find it within your body to find the right energy for you. It's a journey in your path. You take it. Let that arm reach over your ear. Pull every rib, hip up to the sky. Draw the right shoulder deeper to your rib. Whether you're on your elbow or on your hand, find that shoulder drawing down deeper to the rib cage. Let your breath flow. Lift right back up, breathe in. Pull back as far as you can. Come all the way down, bend the knee. Walk right back to your knees. Can you let the belly drop? Look up on the breath. Then scoop the belly round the spine into cat. Tuck the tailbone under. Let the spine exaggerate a lift to the sky. On the next breath you take, let the belly drop. Look up. Lift your tailbone even higher. As you exhale, round the spine. Breathe and lift up. I want you to continue to flow with your breath, breathing in and out. Continue to flow with your own breath through cat and cow. And then on the next breath, scoop the belly, roll all the way up into Virabhadrasana, a kneeling pose. Let the shoulder blades roll back, let them roll. Take your left hand, come across the body, right hand comes underneath, I capture, and I drop that shoulder and I look over the left shoulder as I pull my body to the right side as far as I can. Then I'm going to take that arm off to the side. I'm going to extend my right leg out, toe facing forward, lifting that arm up as high as I can. I'm going to reach up, capture the wrist, and pull it. Pull it. Try to keep the arm behind the ear. Let that breath flow longer and deeper than the breath before. And then when you're ready, release, open up, come forward. Make sure your toe is facing straight ahead. I'm going to come down to my elbows, but my exaggeration is my hip. I pull it up and I drop that pelvic bone. The more I can lift this tailbone up to the sky, the more I'm going to feel my inner thigh being pulled and stretched. Once you establish your energy, breathe. Breathe long and deep. Relax your head down anywhere you can. Let it float on your fists towards the earth. Let your head relax. And then slowly roll the spine up, walk over to your left hand or your left elbow. Remember, choices. We're going to take and lift this hand up to the sky, opening up the ribs. Draw the shoulders deeper down to the rib cage. Don't let it rise. You have a choice to keep your left leg bent or to stretch it out. That is your choice. I'm going to let this arm reach all the way over my ear, pulling those ribs up higher to the sky and those hips. Let your breath flow. And then lift up, open up the chest. Come back to your knee. Walk your hand in front of you. We're going to take that same hand, the left hand, clear over to the right side of your body. Keep it on the baby's finger. Lift the elbow up to the sky. Draw your head down to the crook of your left shoulder. Let the armpit and the ribs expand back. Try to keep your hips a little bit higher. Use your right hand as a lever to push deeper into that armpit, deeper into that rib. And then slowly come all the way back up. We're going to sit down into our right hip. I'm going to swing my soles of my feet together into Baddha Konasana. And relax. Let the thighs plop out. Imagine the thighs connecting down towards the earth, melting deeper as I plop them out to the sides, trying to loosen up the inner thigh. And then imagine the elbows coming out over the shins towards the earth. I'm going to capture my feet lightly. I'm not pulling up on my toes. I'm going to use my elbows as my lever to push my body forward. My hands lightly touch my feet. It's my elbows and my shoulders that actually pull my body forward. Can you imagine the ribs lifting up and over the ankles, elongating the spine and the crown of your head? Draw the chin down towards your chest so that you have this long line of energy. And then breathe deeply. Can you walk your elbows down just maybe a little bit further? Just the elbows, just the elbows. And then slowly come up. I want you to take just your right leg, lift it up. Keep your left leg down. Now, if you have a knee issue, I want the foot in front of you a little bit more. I'm going to come up and walk over towards my left shin, but I'm using my right hand back, or the left hand back there for my lever to try to push that right hip deeper into the earth. Now, if you are flexible in your knee and you can go further, I'm going to take this heel, I'm going to put it right into my perineum, and I'm going to step a little bit more in front of me and come down to my elbows with that right leg. So I have my right foot flat on the ground. I bring the heel to my perineum, and then I bring my elbows down to the earth. Or I use my left hand as a lever to try to sink my right hip into the earth. It's not going to touch, don't worry, but you want to try to get it as deep down into the earth as you can. Let it hang, the right hip. Let it hang. Try to get your right foot flat on the earth if you can. You might have to walk that foot a little in front of you to get that foot on the ground. And then I'm going to walk my left hand behind me so I can sit down gently. I'm going to capture this leg and rock into my hip joint. Just let that hip loosen. Let it loosen. So I can keep cradling my knee. I can capture the outside of my ankle if that's where I need to be at this moment, or I can pause for a moment, put the foot in the crook of my elbow and in the crook of my other elbow, the knee, and rock like a baby. Just rock that hip back and forth. Try to let that leg soften and release as we rock into that hip. And then take a deep inhalation, a long exhalation. I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to try to lay it right on top of the other leg, literally right on top of it. Now, if you have a blanket, you can stick that blanket under the knee, especially if you have a tight hip, and we're going to come forward over that leg. It doesn't matter how far you can come forward. Do you need the blanket? It doesn't matter how far you come forward. Try to keep a square in those knees. The knees are level with each other. My feet are level with each other. Then I come forward any amount. If you have a knee issue, this, of course, the bottom leg could be straight out, opening up the knee and softening, but I still want to keep this leg to the square. So that means my foot is level with that knee as I come forward over that leg. So make sure you're comfortable in your body wherever you're going to be. Come straight ahead. Try to open up the hip flexor. Try to open up that lumbar spine. Bring that awareness to the breath. Let that breath flow. Let it flow with purpose and intent. And then slowly come up. I'm going to take this right leg and extend it in front of me, reaching out into Janasarasana. Square off the shoulders, square off the hips, and let your body completely rest. Now, I did not bring a strap, but you can use a strap. Let's say this was a strap. I could use the blanket as a strap, and I can hold on to it if I need to. to keep my shoulders square and to keep my hips square, I might need a device. Try to walk out as far as you feel comfortable in your own body. If you feel pressure in your low back, I want you to come up higher here. Try to relax wherever you choose to be, but be mindful of your body. Mindfulness. Be mindful of the energy surrounding your back, your hips. Try to relax your neck, your shoulders. Try to breathe long and deep. And then slowly roll up all the way. I'm going to take the same right leg and I'm going to bring it behind me. It's called a side saddle. I'm going to let that right hip lift up and I'm going to sink it down into the earth. So again, if you have a knee issue, there's always that mindful awareness. And if I don't even have a knee issue, but my hip is really tight, if my hip is tight, it will affect the knee. If my knee is tight, it will affect my hip. I might have to open up that leg to ease out of those joints. And still, I want to use my hip to lift up and press down. Can you try to get your rib cage to move right over that right hip? Try to get that rib cage to move over that right hip. Try to lift that hip up and down. And then I'm going to take that left hand, lift it up and over. I'm going to reach up and capture that wrist again and just pull. Try to lift up to the sky, lift up. Sit taller on those sit bones. Don't lean back into that sacrum, but sit tall. And then open up, let it open. I'm going to swing the legs back, soles of my feet together into Baddha Konasana. I'm going to allow my elbows to ride forward towards the earth. Let the head drop down to the chest. Relax the neck, the spine, the shoulders. In fact, shake them. Shake. Let it go. As you let go, let yourself melt deeper towards the earth, softening the hands, the elbows. And then when you're ready, slowly come up. I'm going to bring my left leg up, feet together. So again, knee issue, I want that foot to stay out further in front of you, the right leg. Left foot is flat. No matter where you're at, I want that foot flat on the floor. I come forward if I need to in this position, using my right hand as a lever. But if I can, I take my heel, I bring it to my perineum. I'm going to step this foot forward as though I'm crawling out. So as I crawl out, my foot is flat. I try to use my right hand to push my left hip down into the earth. So my left hip sinks as far to the earth as I can. Try to relax your elbows, relax your spine. And then come up slowly, right hand behind you for support. Help sit yourself down. Reach underneath your knee, capture your ankle, and rock that leg. So this is just to modify, especially if I'm tight in my knee, in my hip. But if I feel like I can go deeper, I just take a moment. I put the elbow into the crook of my foot, the other elbow into the knee, and I rock and I cradle that leg and I rock. Try to sit taller through your spine. Can you lift your chest a little taller, lengthening out that spine as you rock that energy back and forth? Try to relax into that hip, get that joint to loosen up. Can you lift your foot just a little taller, level with that knee? And then release that energy, extend it straight out into Janusarasana. Remember, use a strap for the support. Reach out if you want to. If your back hurts, I want you to be higher up. This is about your awareness. It's your journey. Find your journey and relax into it. Breathe longer into it. Learn to breathe longer and deeper. Let yourself completely surrender. And then when you're ready, slowly roll the spine up. Let it roll. Let the shoulder blades roll back. Let them roll. Bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to reach both hands all the way up. All the way up. As I exhale, I'm going to swing my left leg back all the way, or I'm going to stretch it out. So choose what you want for your body. I'm going to lift that left hip up and down, all the way up and all the way down. Loosen up that hip joint, loosen up that sacrum. Feel that softening of that energy. Roll up, roll down. Now the awareness is my ribs. They pull right over that left hip. They don't want to be hanging out here to the side. You want to try to pull them back. The ribs right back. Now, if you want, you can swing that arm. You can swing it. I can help me pull all the way forward, and I can even go further back behind me, really allowing the body to twist. But if that feels uncomfortable in your spine, I want you to not use that arm, or your shoulder does not like it. Just stay with that hip coming up and down. Listening with respect to that body. Listen to the body. If you don't like it in your knee, your hip, stretch that leg out. We're going to take that right hand and lift it all the way up. My left hand reaches up. I'm going to capture, but I'm going to sit tall. Instead of back here, I'm going to sit taller on my sit bones, expanding every rib straight up to the sky, up and over. And then release that energy down. I'm going to come and roll over to my side, and we're going to lay down into the earth. Do you want to come up here? Okay. So we're going to come all the way down. If you need your neck to be supported, please place it on a blanket. I'm going to circle my legs around, drawing the knees deeper to my chest, feeling my low back connecting deeper into the earth, and massaging. Reverse that circle, go the other way. And then when you're ready, take your right leg, lift it up to the sky, point and flex the foot, just point and flex. If I have a strap, I'm going to put my strap on my foot and support, or I can actually hold on to my leg and support. Make sure you're supporting your energy. Try to exaggerate the point. Curl your toes way under and then exaggerate the flex, sending the heel up higher to the sky. Point and flex. Now circle the ankle with the same point and flex, but now we're rotating the foot in a circular motion with exaggeration to that point and flex. And reverse that energy, go the other way. I'm going to walk my body up my leg, walking my hands up towards the calf. All the way up towards that heel maybe. Stretch out your left leg. It can be off the earth an inch or so. Flex the foot. Pull your body deeper towards that leg. Now, if you want, you can continue holding, or I can let go of my legs and reach my hands out into space, drawing the shoulders deeper to my rib cage, drawing my dantian deeper to my spine, creating power, yet letting the breath flow long and deep, long energy on that breath. Keep the dantian powerful and strong. There is power radiating from the belly out. Then I'm going to lift that bottom leg all the way up, capturing both legs, rocking towards the chest. Let the low back feel that sinking deeper into the earth as I rock those legs towards my chest. Let that low back loosen up and release. And then relax the head, draw the knees to your chest, circle around, let it go. And reverse that energy, let it go. Take your right leg to the earth, left leg up in the air. Hold on to the leg or use a strap or just let go. I'm going to flex and point my foot with exaggeration. Flex and point. Flex and point. Try to pull those toes to a very strong point. Flex, sending the heel to the sky. Don't be so quick to move through that flex and point, but pause. Take a moment to pause in the point. Take a moment to pause on the flex. Circle that foot with that same awareness of that point and that flex. Reverse that circle. Then I'm going to walk myself right up towards my leg, lifting my hands all the way up towards my calf or my heel. Extend the right leg out. Let it hover off the earth. Now you're more than welcome to stay holding your leg in this position, or you can let those hands float off to the sides. Draw the shoulders deeper to the rib. Bring power in the dantian, the belly. Let the breath flow longer and deeper, not shallow, but think of those long inhalations and those long exhalations. Let the dantian be powerful and strong. Bring power to the belly of your thighs, to your heels in a strong flex. Let that breath flow long and deep. Long and deep. And release that energy. Draw the knees to your chest, relax your head, let it relax to the earth, roll those legs in a circular motion, let them go. Reverse that circle. I'm going to take my right leg this time and hold on to my big toe with my right hand. I'm going to bend that knee and extend my left leg right back out to this earth, all the way out. So my right leg is bent, I lift my body up, and I draw that knee deep to the armpit or down to the earth, keeping my foot facing the sky. Now with my left hand, I'm going to capture the heel and create a little ball. I bring my right hand through that ball, through that space, and I wrap it back behind the right calf. Now, can you bring the crook of your elbow past your kneecap, past your body? Can you bring the shoulder closer to that knee, right into the crevice of that knee? The shoulder rides. keep opening up the body and breathing long and deep. Now I'm going to slide my left leg up. I'm going to rest my right ankle on that thigh. I'm going to bring my hands to the inside, outside of that shin or my thigh and pull the knee deeper towards my chest. Now some of you might like to cradle your knee and cradle your ankle. I like to cradle my knee and my ankle. I like it better. I feel more energy in my hip as I open and stretch. Can you rock your energy side to side? Relax your neck. Relax your neck. Try to relax it to the earth. Keep the chin down towards your chest. Can you imagine the sacrum rooting deep into the earth as I draw the knee deeper to my chest? Rocking side to side. And then take that right leg and move it clear to the earth, pulling your left leg down with you slowly, slowly, slowly. Open up your left arm and look all the way to the wall behind you, or look past your left arm. If you need more support, you can put your right hand under your left thigh to elevate the legs a little higher, or you can unhook the leg and just let the legs go wherever they feel comfortable going to. I need you to feel comfortable in your body. So I either pull that left leg down to the earth or I let go of it. Breathe long and deep. Feel the lungs expand with each breath. Feel the opening and the twist in this wonderful Marsyasana twist. Try to move your belly down to the rib and over to the left rib. Down and over, the belly moves. Feel the shoulder following that energy. Let yourself completely surrender. And then slowly release the right leg. Lift your left leg towards your chest and up to the sky. Bring the right leg up, let it follow. Circle those legs, let your back relax into the earth. Reverse that circle, go the other way. Take your left hand, capture your big toe, open up your left foot to the sky. Extend your right leg out. And draw that knee right to your armpit or towards the earth. Can you walk your body up all the way as high as you can? Can you keep your foot facing the sky as though you're holding a tray of food on that foot? It's flat. And I open up that knee and I pull my body a little higher up. Now I'm going to lift my right hand up and capture the heel. I'm going to create a ball, a hole. My left hand comes to that hole. I wrap it to the outside of that left ankle. And I start to work my elbow into the crook of my knee first, my elbow. And then I start to work my body higher. And I try to get my shoulder to move into the crook of my knee. The breath flow long and deep. And then slide the right leg up. Place the left ankle on your thigh. My hands are already there. I just capture my shin, or I capture my thigh depending on my joints. Or I can capture the ankle and my knee, cradling the knee. Let your head rest to the earth. Draw the chin down to your chest. Try to keep your sacrum rooted deep into the earth as I draw the knees closer to my chest. I'm going to rock my energy back and forth, side to side, feeling my sacrum connecting into the earth, feeling my hips rolling left to right. And then slowly let your left leg pull your right leg over to the left side, slowly with awareness. So the awareness is my hip, my back, and my knee. Those is my focus. If I feel compromised, I let go of my left leg. Otherwise, I hold on to it and I pull it deeper to the earth. Open up your right arm and look to the right. Let your breath flow in this energy. Expand those ribs. In this Marsyasana twist, we want to expand the ribs. Try to move the belly down to the spine and over to the right side. Find that energy just following through to the shoulder, letting the shoulder melt any amount towards the earth. Take that deeper breath in. As you exhale, unhook the left leg. Slide your right knee up to your chest. Roll to your back. Let your other leg follow up. Circle those legs around. And reverse that circle. And then just take a moment to rock those legs to your chest. A moment. Drop those legs one at a time. Plant your hands down on the earth, palms down. Tilt the pelvic bone up to the sky, sending the low back deeper into the earth. Just the pelvic bone lifts. Squeeze the buttocks and squeeze the belly of that thigh. Use those thigh muscles to help lift just the pelvic bone, sending the low back deeper into the earth. Now I'm going to tilt the pelvic bone down to the earth and feel my low back coming off the earth. I'm arching off the earth. And again, tilt up to the sky, sending your low back deep into the earth. Keep your knees bent. Keep your knees bent on this. And tilt right back down. It's called a pelvic tilt. Tilt your pelvic bone up. Tilt it down to the earth. Feel your back connecting into the earth, and then feel it drawing off the earth as you tilt the pelvic bone down. Feel the loosening of the sacrum, the psoas, tilting up and down. Now I want you to tilt up, plant your hands, roll your spine all the way up into a bridge pose. Draw your knees slightly in towards each other. Can you interlock your hands together, walking your energy right on top of your shoulder scapula, pulling your arms as far down to your heels as you can. Keep pulling the belly deeper to your spine, drawing those hips up higher. pulling those hands to your heels, drawing the shoulder blades together. Hold that energy. Breathe long and deep. And then I'm going to let go of my hands. From my chest, I start to roll the spine down, connecting every single disc into the earth. Draw the right leg up, draw the left leg up, circle around. Just release any residual buildup in that back. Let it go. Reverse that circle. Let your right leg drop off into Savasana. Let your left leg drop. Open your palms to the sky. Feel the connection of the shoulders, the arms, the hands into the earth. Feel the neck softening, the chest melting deeper into the earth. Relax the dantian, the belly. Feel and notice your body. If your back feels uncomfortable in Savasana, bend your knees. Draw your knees together, walk your toes off to the side, and feel that release in your back. Otherwise, let yourself completely surrender. Feel the buttock muscle relaxing, the thighs melting. Feel the calf relax. Let your toes wiggle and then relax to the sides. Completely surrendering your body to the earth. Can you open your mouth slightly and relax the jaw? Can you soften the eyes, the eyebrows? Surrender your complete energy to the earth. Then bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the chest. Feel it lifting and expanding each breath. And then when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel free to stay into Savasana. Bend one leg at a time and roll to any comfortable side for you. Whatever side feels comfortable. Doesn't have to be right or left. Come into a nice fetal position and take a moment to surrender yourself to the peace and comfort of a fetal position. Let your dantian relax, let your body relax. Can you let go of any negativity, doubt, worry? Let it go. Just let it go for this moment in time. Let it go. I want you to breathe in the here and now, your surroundings. Let it breathe long and deep. Feel the senses around you. Take that deeper breath. Just take a yawn. Open up your body and yawn. Reach out anywhere you want. Just explore your body. Explore where you're at. And then when you're ready, just walk yourself up slowly into a sitting position. Can you sit any comfortable position for you? Let yourself be comfortable. Plant your palms on top of each other. Let your body completely relax. Open up the heart to the sky. Feel the spine elongating all the way out. Let the crown of your head spiral upwards towards the sky. Can you take a moment to embrace the here and now? Acknowledge who you are. Be grateful for your talents, for your ability. Be grateful for the things that you have. Breathe in gratitude. Gratitude is the key for happiness. Learn to be happy. Learn to be happy. Embrace gratitude. Have faith in what will be. Let go of what was. You cannot bring it back. The only thing you have is this here and now, this moment, this time, this energy. Embrace it. Take a moment of silence to either say a prayer, to be affirmed, find something deep within to make you happy. You could say a mudra within inside, something you want to change. Just take that moment to find that energy. And then take that deeper breath in. May peace be with you. Namaste.